Welcome to City Skylines Community Challenge with me, the Community Manager, Helena, and featuring Community Ambassador Jan again this week. Woo! Welcome, Jan.
Hi.
Are you excited to take on another challenge that the community voted for this week?
I'm excited to plop down a bunch of skyscrapers.
Nice. So this week's theme, if his hint did not give it away, is a financial district. All right, let's go. You've got an hour.
I've got an hour.
You're starting big.
It's 5 minutes. So this was Madde already placed this here at some point. So I figured, why not just use it as a kind of a starting point? So what I want to do in this area is I'm just going to do some like older buildings in kind of this area, and then we'll do the newer ones on the other side, so they're kind of looking at each other like in an evil manner. One of the things that I am going to do, that I enjoy doing, is I'm going to squish buildings into buildings a little bit so that we kind of get that. And you know, it was a smaller building and then it got expanded.
Mm.
So these older buildings in especially European cities, I don't know, internationally, they tend to be used as it's kind of like the stock exchange. So it kind of becomes that kind of central stock exchange, and then you get the newer buildings around it of areas. Usually it's a lot of banks.
Yeah. How big do you think you're going to be building out this district?
I might do this entire area because a lot of these buildings are very big. So it might just end up being this entire area. But I'm gonna start over here and hopefully not end up crying by the end of it.
Scoot889 on YouTube chat says that raised walking paths between buildings is something associated with financial districts. Also, fancy underground rail stations would be good. Yes.
So I agree. I fully agree with that assessment. And we'll do some of it, but we'll see how it goes, because I can't necessarily add underground stations anywhere specifically that would actually work, because we kind of have the rail system already established. But we might be able to do a ground station from the new DLC.
Oh, cool.
Which I found exciting. I really like that one, so we might do something there.
Cool.
I'm just going to do a little bit of detailing here because I feel
super
like...
cute. Yeah, I mean, the employees that work there need to go somewhere for lunch. So this looks like a nice little area. You can go to the hot dog stand, grab a lunch, and sit in the little.
It also
tiny green.
Kind of slightly hides the concrete here. So, because when you're building cities, you often get these large concrete spots. But if you do just tiny little parks here and there, or just add a couple of trees, it kind of hides it and makes it look a lot better. And I like doing that. I am going to do a little bit of PO over here because I want to use this building. However, it is not friendly. And I know that move it is a convert to PO function.
And for those not familiar, what is PO?
So PO is procedural objects.
And what does that do exactly?
It allows me to take the building and it gives it these nodes, which you can see pop up now. It's basically where the vertices start or end on a building, but it allows me to move it and manipulate the model to my needs. So in this case, I want to use these. I'm gonna pause the game for this because the game really doesn't like it when you. I'm just gonna. I selected those, and I'm just going to move them so that this creates more of a tighter building, which is very difficult to do when you're not working on your own computer. So for those of you that are wondering, we have to use we're using the company computer, so I am remote accessing it. So it's being a little bit, just a tiny bit unfriendly. But it's not something that I can't work around. I've used PO a lot in my life. Usually 3/4 of my cities are made of procedural objects. And it just useful.
Would you rank procedural objects as like second under Move It, as like must-have mods if you're going to use mods?
No, I wouldn't, because it is quite a complicated mod. So I wouldn't necessarily advise using it unless you've been building things for a while and you're very used to how the game works. However, once you do get into that kind of feel, 100%, just go nuts with it. Because if you're heavily into detailing, it will just give you so many additional options on how to do things. You can use fewer mods, but use them more efficiently in a larger variety. So it kind of gives that effect. So I've kind of connected these two buildings now, which I'm actually okay with. It wasn't exactly my intention, but I'll take it. I was looking at New York. New York is a good example of it recently. Is they're using these because there's such a limit on the amount of, there's so little space that's available, that they've started really building these really tall, really slim buildings, which I found very interesting because they're really, really, really skinny, but really tall. But at the same time, you look at it and you're like, how does that work? How do you create that and make it work so that it's actually useful? There's a part of it now called Billionaires Row, where it's on the edge of Central Park, where it's really just that. It's just these really thin, really tall skyscrapers that, to me, don't make sense. But apparently they must. But it's one of those things, these financial districts tend to, because everyone tries to concentrate in the same area, they tend to get very dense very quickly. And then it just doesn't. Do I not have...
Madde has signed into chat. She says, hello, I have been watching in silence, silently judging, so...
Of course she has. Madde, do we not have tree anarchy?
She has not responded yet, but if she does, I'll let you know.
I think I'm missing it. Oh, never mind. Found it. I had... Okay. I had tree collision. I had road collisions enabled, which I didn't even realize. Gonna create a little bit of like a green road here. Just with these.
Cute.
Yeah, we kind of have to fit things in where we can. So a little bit of greenery here, a little bit of greenery there. A big push with modern construction, even in these districts, is obviously green. Going green, self-sustaining, what have you. So I kind of want to slightly recreate that. We have this space in here that really bothered me. And I thought,
what are you going to do?
I am going to do something. Maybe use a different building to kind of bridge the gap in. Someone was mentioning walkways between buildings, and I'm kind of really intrigued on how I can do that. This kind of really tight space.
Yeah, maybe between those two matching blue buildings. Yes, that one.
I kind of want to do like a weird one that goes like from here through here and then out that way.
You're getting crazy, but I'm here for it.
I kind of want to use, because this has this kind of walkways, so I kind of want to use it. Let's see, paths. We need a path. Did Madde give us any invisible pedestrian paths? New.
We are around the 15-minute mark now, so you've got about 15 minutes. Are you feeling nervous? Feeling confident that you'll get the crown? How are you feeling?
I'm okay with it. Why won't this go up?
Yeah. Madde responded, "Did I give you something? Don't blame me."
Madde, I am using your collection. So, who else am I gonna blame? Myself? That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works, Madde.
Maxerl has joined and wonders where the last 10-minute panic trees, if that's going to be happening.
Oh yeah, we'll do panic trees right now. That's definitely what's happening. We're adding panic trees. Actually, I want to see if we have anything that's coffee related.
Yes. We are around a minute left.
Okay.
You can do this. Ooh, cute.
I can do this.
Mm-hmm. You can.
I want to do it. Get these benches in. Just give them a couple benches so they can sit. They are slightly... No, they're not floating actually. It's just the terrain isn't flat. For aesthetic purposes, I'm going to quickly shove a building back here so that I can take nice screenshots later and pretend that everything went fine.
Well, that's it. It's screenshots. It's really about the screenshots.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I haven't used this HSBC building, which I was really excited to get.
Oh, very cute.
Because I think, if I am not mistaken...
10 seconds.
What do you mean 10 seconds?
I'm saying you're wasting time by asking me. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. You did it. It's done. How does it feel? You did something.
I
You built an entire financial district.
I wish I had 2 hours. No, I'm okay with it. I think this bit turned out well, just around this park. I think it turned out good. Really hope that I placed that building there. But I'm kind of sad I didn't get to do more of this, like finish off the district. But it's definitely, you can tell it's a business district.
Yeah, Cuboid says, great job, Jan.
I did my best. The comfort trees. It's the comfort trees. That's what made it.
I see there's a bush in the middle of a road, so that's minus a point. 9 out of 10.
Wait, there is?
Apparently.
It's the comfort trees. It was the comfort trees.
10 out of 10, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's comfort trees here that are...
Yeah. You know.
I'm just gonna ignore those.
Yeah, just ignore them. 8 out of 10.
I think I've won. I like the chat. I think I've won.
10 out of 10, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say that chat was pretty pleased with the outcome this week. So
I think it did very well. I'm quite proud of it.
Yeah.
I just want to keep building it out though.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem. Now I just want to keep going.
Again, thank you for covering for our beloved Maddie, who's on a kitty cat vacation, but she'll be back next week. But you'll be back throughout the summer.